I want to start by giving a brief introduction to the NRES program. NRES is an interdisciplinary program, which means that students are not going to learn about just one aspect of environmental science, such as the biological aspects of the system or the human aspects. Instead, we offer a flexible plan of study that blends both the fundamental science with social awareness and policy. So all students are going to have classes in the core physical, chemical, and biological sciences, as well as social science and policy. We have 6 concentrations within the major, which I will go through and describe shortly. These concentrations are watershed management, climate and energy solutions, environmental quality and restoration, environmental policy and analysis, sustainability science, and emerging environmental challenges. Our first concentration is watershed management. Students in this concentration take classes that are focused on how we engage people who live in watersheds to manage the land to protect water resources. They might engage and educate stakeholders to implement land use and watershed practices to protect and improve water quality and natural resources. They might work to involve citizen scientists in monitoring the health of watersheds. Or they might work in water conservation, trying to improve the efficiency of water management and agriculture. Our next concentration is climate and energy solutions. Students who graduate from this concentration will work towards the evaluation of climate impacts, adaptation, mitigation, and alternative energy solutions. They may work in energy consulting, helping companies to put together alternative energy portfolios, or they may work in the sustainable energy business, in the nonprofit sector, or with local, state, and federal agencies. Our third concentration is environmental quality and restoration. Students who graduate with this concentration are employed in several different sectors. They might work in environmental consulting to remediate soil or hazardous waste sites, or to restore impaired wetland ecosystems. Or they might investigate emerging issues of water quality concern through a state or federal environmental agency. This concentration has a greater emphasis on science as opposed to management. Our fourth concentration is policy and analysis. Several students graduating from this concentration in recent years have gone on to law school. Or they might work in areas of analysis such as natural resources economics, or working on climate policy, perhaps in the planning domain. Or they might work for regulatory agencies at either the state or federal level. The fifth concentration is sustainability science. This concentration focuses on approaches to minimize the depletion of natural resources in agriculture, industry, and other sectors in order to balance environmental, social, and economic considerations. Possible careers with this concentration include a sustainability officer in private industry, environmental and management consulting, or supply chain management. Our final concentration is the most flexible. This is called emerging environmental challenges. As I said, it's meant to be a very flexible concentration where some of our best, most motivated students can design their own major to address an environmental challenge that they are personally passionate about, for which there is not an existing major on campus. In recent years, we've had students who have put together a major on ecotoxicology, on hormones in the environment, or marine conservation.
Thanks, Dr. Bowling. That concludes the summary of our 6 concentrations. But don't worry, you don't have to know which concentration you want to do right now. We expect our students to pick their concentration by the end of their 2nd year. We also require our students to complete an internship or a research experience, and these are generally done in the summer after the 2nd or 3rd year of college, or sometimes even both. Throughout your time with us in NRES, we also expect you to have annual mentoring meetings with either one of the co-directors or one of our other affiliated faculty members. It's also required that you complete a capstone experience, and this is usually done in both the junior and senior year. So you will do a class where you report out on your internship or research experience, and then your senior year we have a senior seminar. And then by the end of your junior year, you also need to decide if you're interested in pursuing our 4+1 program that we have with the EEE department, that is the Environmental and Ecological Engineering department in the College of Engineering. We have a handful of students each year that pursue this option, which lets you graduate from Purdue in 5 years with a bachelor's degree in NRES and an MS degree in the EEE program. Thank you so much for your time today, and that concludes our very brief description of the NRES major.